Hi, I'm Sophia.
And I'm Maya.
Today we're going to talk about a really important topic, the environment and how to discuss environmental issues in English.
We'll explain useful vocabulary, give real life phrases, and talk about how to describe problems and solutions clearly and naturally.
Let's begin by talking about the environment itself. Maya, when we say the environment, what do we really mean?
Good question. The environment includes all the natural things around us: the air, water, trees, animals, and even the climate.
Exactly. So if someone says, we need to protect the environment, they mean we should take care of nature and avoid polluting or damaging it.
Here are some words you might hear.
Nature, everything natural, like forests, rivers, and animals.
Planet Earth, you might hear, let's protect the planet.
Ecosystem, the system of plants, animals, and nature all working together.
Biodiversity, having many types of animals and plants living together in one place.
Now let's talk about some of the biggest environmental problems we see today.
One of the most serious is climate change, the long-term change in global weather patterns.
Global warming is part of climate change. It means the Earth is getting hotter because of gases like carbon dioxide from cars and factories.
Another big issue is air pollution, dirty or harmful gases in the air. This happens when we burn coal, gas, or oil.
We also have water pollution, which means rivers, lakes, and oceans get dirty from waste, chemicals, or plastic.
Speaking of plastic, plastic waste is a major problem. Plastic doesn't break down easily. It stays in the environment for hundreds of years.
Let's not forget about deforestation, cutting down large areas of trees. Trees are important because they clean the air and provide homes for animals.
When we lose too many trees or damage natural areas, we also harm wildlife, the animals that live in the wild.
So, what causes these problems? Mostly, it's human activity.
Yes, driving cars, cutting trees, using lots of electricity, and throwing away too much waste.
We can use some simple grammar structures to explain cause and effect.
For example, because of pollution, many fish are dying.
Due to climate change, summers are becoming hotter.
This leads to extreme weather like floods and hurricanes.
As a result, many people are forced to leave their homes.
Now let's talk about solutions. What can people do to help the environment?
One of the easiest things is to reduce, reuse, and recycle. That means
Reduce, use less stuff like plastic bags or paper.
reuse, use things again instead of throwing them away.
Recycle, send materials like glass or plastic to be turned into something new.
Other solutions include using renewable energy, like solar power or wind power, instead of fossil fuels.
We can also drive less, take public transport, ride a bike, or walk.
Here are some useful phrases.
Everyone can make a difference.
We need to take action now before it's too late.
One small step, like using a reusable bag, helps protect the planet.
Let's explain what it means to live sustainably.
Sustainable living means making choices that don't hurt the planet, like using less water, eating locally, or buying less plastic.
Eco-friendly means good for the environment. You might hear, I always bring an eco-friendly water bottle.
Some more vocabulary.
Zero waste, creating no trash at all.
Biodegradable, something that can break down naturally in the environment.
Here's a sentence. I try to live a green lifestyle by recycling and using less plastic.
You might want to talk with friends about the environment.
Here are some questions you can ask.
What do you think about climate change?
Are you worried about pollution in your city?
What small actions do you take to protect the environment?
And here's how you can answer. I've started bringing my own bags when I go shopping, or I avoid using plastic straws.
Let's do a quick review of some important words.
Environment, nature, and the world around us.
Pollution, dirty or harmful things in air, water, or land.
Climate change, long-term changes in global weather.
Sustainable, something that can last a long time without harming nature.
Renewable energy, energy from natural sources, like the sun or wind.
Eco-friendly, good for the environment.
Recycle, to use something again in a new way.
Global warming's the Earth getting hotter.
Talking about the environment is important, and now you can do it in English.
Try using today's vocabulary to describe your opinion or your daily habits.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time on the Learn English podcast.